Stratagem, surprise, and deception. Stratagem is about deceiving the other side. It's about making them play our game, making them act according to our plan while they think it's their plan. It's about making them getting into an inferior position while they think they are going to be the superior. So it's about the unseen dimension of the fight, of the combat, of the plan. It's about deception. It's about how to create surprise. You can surprise someone only if you have deceived them a moment before it. It can be very simple deception, like a different time for the attack than was supposed to be, or a different direction, or different, or even not be there. There's a lot of levels for stratagem, and in the hand-to-hand combat exists on the very simple level, but with every breath we take, we use stratagem. We've already talked about how to close a range using stratagem in a different video, and we've also talked about the indirect punch in a different video. You can't operate indirect punch without creating deception, without using stratagem. Clear? I want to remind you, if I want to use indirect punch, like this for example, so I can't hit him like this. Of course, he's blocking, he just stands here and I can't reach his face. I must create some sort of deception to bypass him. I will put my hand here maybe and he will try to stop this hand, otherwise it will hit. And then he's open and now I can bypass him and I can get inside his inner circle. So you must create deception to use indirect punch, otherwise it's just a direct punch. In hand-to-hand combat we have there's a lot of kinds of deceptions and stratagem ideas. You will have to find your own way. I can only give you some ideas. One idea is different directions. I can deceive him, like I'm going to strike here, but actually I strike here. So different direction, or 1, 2, and he will reply to this lower position, and then I want to do this. Or maybe we start as long distance. Okay, so this is range deception. The first was direction, now we have range. We start as if we are on the long range, right? But actually, I want to grab him to the clinch. So this is a second source of deception. We have directions, and he have to reply, he have to acknowledge my attack, because if he won't acknowledge, this will become the direct punch. So he has to stop this deception, but then he leaves himself open. So we have directions, we have range, we have shifting of weight. He catches me and he thinks my weight is here, but then I just drop my weight. Now he thinks the weight is down there, but actually no, because I drop the weight down and then come back again. So the shift of weight is also deception. It deceives his brain even before he acknowledges the deception or acknowledges the situation, because it's more physical, more working on your touch than on the thinking part of the brain. Another kind of deception is stealing his attention. I take his attention by making some sort of deception. I didn't even touch him, but actually my attack is here. It's like magicians. They make you pay attention to one point, but actually do something completely different. You can see this in every sort of deception, actually, the stealing the attention. Another sort of attention is different heights. He sees my hand here, so he must reply. But actually what I do is kicking down, or vice versa, I kick down. So he have to do something with this low movement, but up. And when I'm up, I use another direction. So the deception and the stratagem is in every move we do. Because if I only do the things that he notices, he will answer them correct. I want to make him answer it incorrect, make mistakes, and then I can break into his system, into his safe zone and take him down. Another good example for playing with the heights is kicking. You can start kick to my ribs and then switch to my face. And this is very common deception. It's so common that usually you can participate it, but because it can be participated, he can plan something else completely, because he knows I will acknowledge his deception. So he can do as if he's kicking me, and I will wait to the second kick, but actually I will be completely open to a lower kick. So instead of kicking me here to the ribs and then to the face, he can kick me here to the ribs, and then I will block up because I will wait for this, and he actually will just push the leg down and kick me down, or punch me, or switch his leg. He will pull his leg back and switch legs in jumping into me. So he can switch legs, and I will wait here, but then he will just kick me here and then punch me, of course, because it goes together. So there are many things you can do for deception. Another way, the Superman punch, as we talked in closing the range. He expects the punch. But what if I'm not punching him? So I'm breaking into his system. I'm hacking his mind. Deception and stratagem is about hacking the mind of the opponent or the enemy.